Hello and welcome to this edition of the Filter Copy interviews. 11 students have gone to the Supreme Court demanding that the JEE Mains and the NEET, which are to be conducted in the month of September 2020, be postponed till the situation in the country arising from the COVID-19 pandemic is absolutely normal. The lead petitioner in this particular case is a student from Kolkata, Sayanthan Biswas, who is set to appear both for the NEET and the JEE Mains whenever they are conducted. Sayanthan now joins me from Kolkata. Thank you very much for your time. My first question, what prompted you to file this petition in the Supreme Court along with 10 others?
Firstly, good afternoon. Actually, to tell the truth, this whole thing happened by accident. I came in contact with Anubha Srivastava Sahai ma'am. She's the advocate and is the leader of the president, all India president of the Mumbai-based parent organization. So she was asking who can be the lead petitioner, and then again she suggested her that if someone who is appearing for both the NEET and the JEE exam can become the main petitioner, then our standpoint will be way stronger. So nobody was volunteering, so I decided, okay, maybe I should volunteer then, and then I did it. So it basically happened as an more or less an accident.
Okay, I have gone through the petition that you have filed in the Supreme Court. Tell us, for the benefit of those who may not be very familiar, what are the main 2 points that you are making in front of the Supreme Court?
Okay, actually I have prepared a document type of thing. Like, we have mainly divided into, say, 4 basic points. Firstly, the raging pandemic and the effects it is currently having all over the country, and it will have after the exam occurs. And then comes the SOP, the standard protocol, which has been promised by the government to be implemented everywhere during the exam, but from the examples like KCET, KEM, and today itself the B.Ed exam in Uttar Pradesh is happening, and we can see it is a grand failure. And so that is another point of us, that forming, like, drafting an SOP while sitting in a AC chamber is way easier than actually implementing it in the ground scenario. And there
Okay,
was another point.
so you are basically saying that the standard operating procedures, the protocol that they are talking about, isn't quite working on the ground, especially outside the exam centers, the scenes that we have seen from the B.Ed exam centers around Uttar Pradesh today. I'm curious to know, how did your parents react to your decision to be the lead petitioner in this case?
Actually, they didn't know it from the beginning. After, like, I signed for the petition during the noon and they got to know in the evening. So firstly, they were quite taken aback, and then they finally digested the fact that I have done something of this proportion, and then everything is currently okay, and they are not so annoyed now.
Okay, what did they have to say initially?
Initially, like, you don't understand our Bengali proverbs. Like, there is a thing that Bangali ke High Court dekhiye dobo. This means someone, like, a Bengali person has that capability to take people to the court. So my mom kept repeating this proverb to me, like, you have, like sort of a praise, like you have done something great, and she is really proud of me that I have stood for so many people, the vast majority. I've stood for the vast majority, and she is quite proud of it.
But is there also a concern, as far as your parents are concerned, that this may actually take your attention away from your preparation? Is that also somewhere a point of worry?
Yes, that point of worry is prevalent all the time. Like, they are constantly telling me to study, and I am trying to balance both. Like people are continuously pinging me over Twitter direct message asking about new updates, what will happen. Yes, and I understand their concern. They are totally panic stricken. So I am trying to console them, and I am trying to console my parents as well. Like, I'm trying to strike a balance right now.
Okay. Now, Sayanthan, you would obviously be very keen, like many students, that the examinations should be held at a later date. I completely understand that. More so because you cleared your class 12, you were telling me, in 2019. So you have spent the last 1 year, 12 months, more than 12 months preparing for this big ticket entrance examinations. So in that sense, does that kind of put much more pressure on you?
Actually, I do. Actually, I have prepared for more than 1 year. 1 year, it is almost 1.5 year that I have been
Yes.
preparing, and more or less my syllabus is at my grip now. Now the thing that happens, and it is happening with everyone, be it you are for postponement or against it, that you keep forgetting things. Now this is the time to keep on revising, keeping in touch with the important points and stuff. And now I'm trying to focus on these things only.
Okay. Now, you would also be aware, and we had put out a video yesterday, there is another petition which has been filed in the Supreme Court. It's likely to be registered on Monday, saying that examinations should be held on schedule in September. They should not be postponed. So in that sense, it's no longer going to be just an NTA or Education Ministry's decision, but the Supreme Court may well adjudicate. What is your take on this completely divergent petition that has been filed in the Supreme Court?
I totally understand their point of view as well. They are fearing that they are, like every one of us, their wards have also prepared for over 1.5 years or 2 years for that matter. And if the exam gets postponed, they are fearing that the academic calendar year will get disrupted. But we have to remember that this is an extraordinary situation. The government has to step in and has already stepped in to make certain modifications in the academic calendar so that
Yeah.
the new year, the new batch, the new session can start seamlessly, say from the January 2020. This is my take on it.
Okay. In fact, I mean, my personal opinion would be that their academic calendar should be the least of the concern. But a larger concern, and I can tell you this from what officials tell me, is that let's assume that the exams are postponed to say sometime in the month of November, post Diwali, it could be mid-November sometime. What is the guarantee that the situation will be better there, and what's the guarantee that students will once again not ask for a postponement? So how long can we continue to keep on postponing? Because now it's already been postponed from April, May to July, and now to September. So can we continue to keep doing this, or the other alternative is what happened in Kerala, what happened in Karnataka, and what has happened in Uttar Pradesh, that officials and administration seem to think that let's go ahead with the examinations with whatever SOPs can be put in place. So what do you have to say to this viewpoint that is being articulated in private by many people in the official machinery?
As I said earlier, it is way easier to draft an SOP on the table than actually implementing in the actual ground scenario. Like after the KCET exam, we saw there were about 39 plus COVID positive students who were tested positive after the exam. Like they went in asymptomatic. And again, talking about the what guarantee, actually I read somewhere in an online article, that according to the Serological Institute of India, they have collected some data and samples from the body, the blood serum, and according to them, that the peak number of daily cases India will be facing will arrive around, say, mid-September. So we can actually hope something that the peak will pass. There is actually no point in adding a huge number of patients just at the peak. Then the peak will go even higher up, and then it will take again much longer to bring it down.
So you are saying that it's a time to be better safe than sorry and not take such a huge risk in the month of September when the cases are likely to peak. My last question, amidst all this anxiety and concern, your studies, your legal case, how your parents react, how do you manage to de-stress?
Oh, as you can tell from the shirt, I'm a avid football fan. Like yesterday night only, I was watching football. Like I chat with my friends over social media.
Right.
I play some video games and do this stuff. Like I can't go outside. I like play with some balls and stuff in my hallway, and I do this stuff to distress myself.
Okay, fine. So I do hope that you managed to score the right goals in the Supreme Court. The ball is really in the Supreme Court in that sense. All the best to you. We'll all be kind of tracking it very closely along with you, and also the state of the other petition as to how the Supreme Court looks at the two petitions, kind of talking about very, very divergent positions as far as the same two examinations of NEET and JEE are concerned. All the best to you. I would tell you as an educator to stay focused, because that's what your parents would like you to do, to kind of qualify for whichever exam you really want to and whichever career you really want to pursue. Thank you very much for your time.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you.